It is the UFC's number 3 ranked flyweight, Amir Albazi. And Amir, I just want to ask you there. I mean, number 3 in the rankings. I know that's not where you want to go. You want to be champ. That's a nice place to be. What were your thoughts when you saw that?
It's a good number to have, but I still prefer number one.
Well, it's a step towards there. Now, it's been a little over a week since the fight. I guess how much have you watched it? How much have you relived it? And what did you think overall of your performance?
I watched it a couple of times now, of course. Like a lot of talks out there, so I keep rewatching the fight, keep trying to see it from different angles. To be honest, I still think I won the fight. I see a lot of the comments, a lot of the media. I think it's very biased, thanks to Israel Adesanya, thanks to the commentary, and also thanks to the stats, which I think is a completely bullshit. Because when I start counting the punches, it didn't make sense. The numbers are all wrong. So when you look at those, if you look at the commentary, the stats and stuff, I can see how people can say that, like that I lost the fight. But when you look on the actual fight, put the TV on mute and watch the actual fight and watch what happened. And I still think I won one, two, three going into the fourth. So, but that's the judges. I'm not a judge. My job is to fight. Sign a contract to go in there and fight, and that's what I do. Then what the judges do, that's not really my problem, to be honest with you. Like my only job is to go in there and fight. Then how the judges gonna do is that's up to them. But it's taking away a lot of credit from me. I feel like.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, right? Because it has been, a lot of controversy, a lot of discussion about it. And I wondered, I mean, it was a close fight. It was the biggest win of your career. And I wondered if that frustrated you, like, hey, maybe you're not getting the credit you deserve because everybody's just talking about the score.
Exactly, exactly. I feel like that too. What they didn't see is he's the best striker in the division, and I had no problems at all with him. And that's why I feel like people take it away from me. People talking about his takedown defense, which bothers me because, to be honest, though, the times I wanted to take you down, I did during the fight. So it's not like I tried and I felt like his defense was good. If you look at the fight, he really not didn't really defend my takedowns. Maybe in the fifth, he got back up again after I got him down. But besides that, it's me disengaging from the clinch and trying to put on a good show for the fans. I'm not trying to only hang on you against the cage. So that's what's more me not following the game plan and wanted to punch you in the face. It's not really your takedown defense. Yeah, but if you look at the fight closely, that's exactly what happened. So that's why I get shocked when I watch it again and hear the commentary talking about his takedown defense. I start laughing with myself. I'm like, he didn't defend anything. If you look closely, every time I have him against the cage, I punch him and I let go. And that's what I did when I felt like nothing is really happening. So I'm gonna punch you and let go. Kai didn't defend any of my takedowns, and I feel also after the fight, his interview was pretty much different than the interviews he does now. Like now he's getting into all that hype that he got robbed or anything, but both me and Kai know after that fight, he I spoke with him, I shook his hand, all respect in the end of the day, but he knew he lost that fight. And that's why he had that look on his face. And that's why his first interview after the fight sounded very different than the interviews that he does now. So, but I guess it's you should never leave it for the judges, and I won't leave it for the judges. And because I know I could finish Sky, but I wanted to put on another good performance, another knockout, because I felt like he couldn't hurt me. So that's what happened. If I followed my game plan and done what I know I could do, I would take him out for sure. And I almost took him out in the third round, like I said I'm gonna do. But he grabbed my fingers, and there's a lot of. If you look at the fight closely, there's a lot of evidence. Like I think Javed Bashrat posted a pic where literally that's what I said to Herb Dean. I love if you go back at the fight when I have the choke, I say something to Herb Dean and I told him he's grabbing my fingers. So if he didn't grab my fingers, I would finish the fight, or he would get points deducted, and I would still be the winner. So I don't really care what people say. I think I won the fight, and I'm just looking forward to the Moreno-Pantoja fight and see what's next.
I love it. Well, I guess controversy aside, what did you think of the whole experience? I mean, main event, 5 rounds, extra interviews, extra media, face on the poster. I mean, what was the whole week like for you?
To be honest, I loved it. Like that's finally I get my spotlight. That I know I'm the champion I am, but also I'm a performer, I'm a showman. So I finally got my spotlight and it felt great. And everyone who saw the entrance before the fight, I felt really good. I felt in control, so felt amazing. Not no extra jitters or anything like that. I took everything in and I loved it. Can't wait for my next main event too.
I love it. Any time off? If I know you probably went back to the gym pretty quickly, but did you take a vacation or any time away? What have you been doing since?
Yeah, I took some days off, but as you can see, I'm all right back in the PI, where I belong. So I just finished another training session and just taking a bit easy. I'm already looking forward to the next fight. Like I say, not only with talk, but also with action.
I love it. You touched on Moreno-Pantoja. That's coming up. Any indication of what's next for you? I mean, we know that Brandon Royval is the backup there. We know we've got that title fight. Have they had any discussions yet about, hey, we'd like you to be ready around this time, or here's what we're thinking? Have you gotten any initial idea of what may be next for you?
No, there's no new news yet, to be honest with you. So they just told me wait for the Pantoja Moreno fight, and that's what I'm doing. That's the two guys that I have my eyes on right now. So, and this is what's going to happen in Abu Dhabi, hopefully. So I'm just waiting for that one.
I love it. This Abu Dhabi, I know Brandon Royval got a little bit frustrated and said, I'm already the backup. Why wouldn't I be next? What are your thoughts? Why shouldn't he be next if he's already attached as a backup to that?
Because he's a bitch, that's why, I gotta be honest with you. This guy talks a lot of shit when he didn't take, you pulled against the fight against me, and he's talking about me refusing a fight with him. I never got that fight on the table. The only time I got that fight on the table, I signed that contract and we were ready to go. But he wasn't. So he can talk all the smack he wants. I don't even know. Dan, I haven't confirmed that he's the backup for that fight too. So he can talk all the talk he wants. When I take my belt, if he gets another win, we can fight, no problem at all. Why would I not want to fight someone I've been having a fight set up with already? So that doesn't make sense. He's just looking like an idiot.
We'll see how it all plays out. UFC 290, you going to be there? Are you going to be cage side for Moreno-Pantoja?
Yeah, I'll definitely be there. I got to be there watching.
I love it, man. It should be a great fight. Obviously, they have history together. Do you lean one way or the other? Do you think Pantoja gets it done again, or has Moreno changed and now maybe it's his time? What are your thoughts?
It's a very tough one because Pantoja have 2 victories over Moreno before, but I also know that Moreno is a different fighter from what he was back then. So to be honest, I'm right in the middle. Both of them are great fighters. So let's see what's going to happen. I just want to see how it plays out and where my next move is going to be at.
I love it. Well, looking forward to that. As you said, it's a great fight, and we know you've got some great fights on the horizon as well. So, Amir, I know you're busy. Got to get back to working out, but I appreciate the time as always, and looking forward to seeing what lays in the future for you in this incredibly stacked flyweight division.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Always a pleasure.